Perfect. So for me, it really is no different. It's just
So she is already in the same church with me, right?
yeah.
All right. So I think to make this so that you guys really understand, because with this topic, it's not more about giving you information. It's about you justifying or defending your points. So we're going to have two teams, a debate of some sort. And I want people who are saying that coaching and mentorship are the same. How many? How many are agreeing with me that coaching and mentorship, it's one and the same thing? 1, 2, please stand. Okay, the people who are in my church, please come and sit here. We're going to have our offering. And Tatiana has started this church. What's the name of your international? What? Prophetic ministries. Okay, all the prophetic ministries international, we believe that coaching and mentoring are the same. Can you come this side? So the rest of you think it's different?
Yes.
Okay, how many are you?
A bigger church.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is a bigger church. There's more offering. I'll come to that side. Do you agree?
Coaching international.
How many? 4, 6, 8. I need 8 people. I need 8 people from the converted. 8 people to say these two things are different. These 2 words are different. 8 people. The first ones to stand. Volunteerism starts now. 8 people. Do I have 8 people? I do have 8 people. 7. I need 1 more person. 8. That's right. So all you guys are saying you're in that church, but you don't want to volunteer. You really don't believe in your doctrine. Oh, there's one person who's totally out. Let's hear your point.
Well, my belief is that the goal orientation of both of these things is the same. They converge at some point, but then again they do diverge somehow. When it comes to when it comes to mentoring, I believe it's an interactive process between interactive relationship between the mentor and the mentee.
Okay.
But then when it comes to coaching, it's kind of one-sided. I believe the input of the coach is.
So there is a difference. You're
At
saying
one point there is a difference, but
so there is a
either way,
difference.
but then
On a scale, where are you weighing more? On a scale, where are you weighing more? You're weighing more on this one.
I'm on the
I'm telling you that. Okay, all different opinions can go in the far corner.
No, from this and this side.
Yes, go there because you're the same with that guy.
Which one?
That one just.
I'm different from this.
Okay, let's hear your point.
I'm saying
Once the
mentorship.
converted, can you just go and stand that side? You guys group in one corner, you guys group in one corner.
I'm saying mentorship involves coaching. Right? It doesn't involve coaching because coaching is developing someone's skill. And then so I'm saying if it's a drawing, you know that set thing. Coaching is inside of mentorship. So coaching doesn't involve mentorship, but mentorship involves coaching.
So these two words, two things interlink somehow. That's what you're saying. They work hand in hand.
You see what I'm saying? This is mentorship. This involves coaching, but coaching doesn't involve. So coaching is inside of mentorship. Yeah, it's a baby.
You're on the edge.
Okay, so yes.
I totally somehow agree with him. From what I've observed personally, I think coaching is more like Shatanga, what we've been doing for the past 1, 2, 3 days. This is what I call we've been like coached, trained, and it. Yes, it's just the same as mentorship, but mentorship goes a step further. In what way does it go a step further? if I'm coaching you today, I'm not going to follow you, monitor you 24/7. You get it? But then when when a mentor is mentoring you, they are going to follow your. They're just going to train you the whole way. They're going to be with you through it all. I think someone said it's a personal relationship. Coach Achawiya Achayenda, mentor is there to stay.
Okay, thank you. So which church are you?
I don't know.
All right, so the debaters, let us do a debate for 5 minutes. You guys, I want you to give me the reasons why you think those things are different. I want you to give me 3 strong points. And team against. Stand here. Team 4, you agree that there is a difference, and you disagree. There is no difference. Can you move up front here? And that comes to the team. You know how a debate works, right?
Yes.
You know how a debate works? Who's done debate? You write the points.
Yeah, then
You've done a debate. Can you lead it? Can you tell
Send
these
them
guys?
outside.
Huh?
Bring them outside.
No, just tell them. Ask us what to debate sheet.
Alright.
How we are going to do it.
Alright. Per debate, planning the panel speakers from the 2 sides. So one speaker goes, says a point, and the other one crashes the point. Then we will wait a point there, then you crash. So it goes like that. Panel is talking at a point, and the opposite.
And the ultimate goal of this, at the end of this 3-minute debate, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to defend your points. At the end of this 3 minutes, I want us to come with one understanding, common ground. Are these things the same? Okay, let's go. I'll start with 4. You say coaching and mentoring are different.
Okay, coaching and mentoring are different.
Can you face the audience?
No, this is the audience. I thought I was speaking. Coaching and mentoring are different. The major difference that's there is that with mentorship, experience and advice is a deliverable. It's a must. The mentor must be experienced and must impart their experience and skills to the mentee. But then with coaching, experience is not a deliverable. Advice is not a deliverable. A coach basically asks perspective questions to the coachee to help them find their own solutions. So it's possible for somebody who's my age, who's never been a manager at all, to be a coach to a manager by simply asking them questions, perspective questions that helps them to make better decisions on their own. For example, I could ask a manager.
Sorry. Okay, so my take home is with mentoring, one has to be experienced and
Give advice.
give advice. With coaching, no experience, no advice. Team B?
I disagree with what you say, especially on the issue of experience. In mentorship, you're saying experience matters most, and for the mentor to be able to deliver the mentee, they must have experience, and the coaching doesn't necessarily make the experience. I think in mentorship, experience is needed, and also in coaching, experience is also needed. You will be giving someone what you have knowledge about. For example, if you are saying, I'll be giving some techniques of how to manage. What is what should I say? Okay.
Let's assist team. You assist your group members.
If yes, you say you ask perspective questions if you are a mentor, if you are a coach. And you do the same if you are a mentor. You have to understand where I am, the position that I am at, so that you could impart some, because you can impart knowledge that I already have, or that is not necessary for my situation.
Okay,
So
thank
it's
you.
the same thing.
Thank you, Team B. Why do you say they're the same?
The clarity I wanted to make is there is a difference between coaching in Kuma sports and then coaching within this professional setting. A coaching in the professional setting is a field, it's a profession in itself. You've taught and you become certified as one. Whereas mentorship is basically somebody who's experienced and they don't need to go to school to become a mentor. They don't need any certification to become a mentor. They're just people who've been in the game for a long time and now they're experienced. And that qualifies them to be a mentor. But then to be a coach, you actually need to go to school and develop the competences and skill in coaching, not necessarily in a particular field. For example, there are people called life coaches. I mean, they don't have to experience everything about life and impart skills and all. But all they need to experience then is in coaching. That was the clarity I wanted to make. But now our point.
Your final point, then we sit and we proceed.
Yeah, I just wanted to crash their point about result oriented.
Okay.
Not all of say coaching and mentorship, they are not all result oriented. Coaching is the field that is result oriented, because a coach can be brought in so that he or she can get a company or a team from a certain level to another level, so that if that coach fails to deliver and he or she is fired. So you find those cases in football. If a coach is brought in, if he fails to deliver, he is fired. So you have failed automatically to deliver the results that are expected of you as a coach. But a mentor is development based. You do not need necessarily to bring someone from 80% to 90%, but it's all of development. You cannot measure the impact that a mentorship is impacted on a certain individual. But as compared to coaching, there's sort of a measure that is inserted on measuring the performance of someone. So that is the result orientation. But in mentorship, it's all of development. You don't need to measure step.
All right. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you. Thank you. You can sit down. I see you're now opening your minds and really trying to defend where you guys stand. That's good. All right. So our common ground. Coaching and mentoring are different. That's our common ground. Coaching and mentoring are different. Alright, so I've just summarized mentoring versus other forms of development so that you get a clearer picture of what we're trying to say. So here we just put a few deliverables: focus, key skills, goal orientation, closeness of relationship, and flow of learning. So if we look at a coach, can you all read? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, so for a coach on focus, task, and performance. For a teacher, knowledge, information. Counselor, building self-awareness and self-confidence. And a mentor is building capability. Do you agree with what I have put on the board? Max?
Okay. Maybe I said building capability. And counselor is building self-awareness and self-confidence. How are the two different?
That's a question. A counselor is building self-awareness and self-confidence. A mentor is building capability. Max is saying what's different. We're going back to our debate once again. Yes, Alice?
I think capability is what you're able to do. And self-confidence and self-awareness is knowing yourself. It's not about ability, it's about knowing you, who you are.
So when someone is mentoring me, are they also not building self-awareness? At the end of my mentorship relationship, am I not building self-confidence?
I don't know.
I have a question. Sorry, again.
No, have we answered you, Max? Sorry, have we answered you, Max?
Not yet, because I do believe self-confidence, you have the capacity to do, but you lack confidence. So if I instill self-confidence in you, now you have the capacity to do what you can do. So it's the same as building the capacity.
That's nice.
What I would say, the question that, okay, let me put it this way. I would concur with what Tinashe once said when he said there's a thin line or thin difference between those two. So these forms of training do not necessarily have to be completely different. There are similarities, but there is slight differences.
Slight differences.
Yeah, slight differences.
So these are the slight differences that we just picked. Yeah, because we want to see the difference between these other forms of development and mentorship. All right, key skills. A coach gives feedback on observed performance. A teacher instructs and explains. A counselor listens and questions. And a mentor helps helping learner discover their own wisdom. Doesn't a mentor listen? Doesn't a mentor question? Does a mentor instruct? Does a mentor instruct?
Yes.
Okay. Does a mentor explain?
Yes.
Okay. So the key skills you're saying they apply to everyone.
No. I'm saying from that focus point, building self-awareness and self-confidence are certain traits or attributes on someone, which are just two out of a lot
yes,
someone
that's right,
has.
yes.
And then building capacity is building all around, all the spheres that you have. So it involves more than just your self-confidence and awareness. So going down, that's the same way it goes in with everything. That's what I think.
Yes, that's what I wanted you guys to pick up. Rodney has picked, he's very sharp.
Thank you.
I think we should give him points. What should we give him at the end? Oh, he wants an email. All right. And then closeness of goal orientation. Let us look at a coach and a mentor. A coach sets or suggests goals for the learner, and then a mentor works with the learner's own goals. Is that true? Let's leave the two, the teacher and the counselor. Let's focus on coach and mentor. Do you think it's well explained? Anyone who thinks otherwise, reservations? You think it's well explained and you agree? So going back to what these guys were saying, that coaching and mentoring are results driven. Do you now agree with that all of them are result driven? You both agree?
Yes.
Great. So that's what I wanted you guys to pick up in the debates. No one is wrong, no one is right, but we just wanted you to clearly understand what coaching is, what mentoring is. And it's good that you guys actually debated amongst yourselves and questioned yourself, so that when you go in the field, you know what exactly it is. It's not that Hope told us that coaching is this and mentoring is this. No, you guys thought about it, we discussed, we debated, we came up with a conclusion. Flow of learning. Coaching is one way and mentorship is two way. Do we agree? Coaching is one way and mentorship is two way. We agree? With one who doesn't agree. Max, you don't agree? Sorry, do you agree or you don't agree?
I don't.
You don't agree?
Yeah.
What don't you agree?
The reason is coaching is not only one way. You also receive feedback from the one you are training.
Yeah.
So can you say it's one way? Because sometimes you receive feedback and you try and work on that feedback.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Max, sorry,
Yeah, I concur with one, and I think the one way would apply more to a mentor than to a coach, because a mentor is somebody who knows that they're just passing information. So I think to some extent one way would work more on the mentor than
Okay, Tafato and Max think that it should be vice versa. Sarah?
I just want to help. Coaching involves a lot of autocratic style. At times there's a command, of which a mentor, there's a two-way. a mentor is more demo in the sense that there is feedback and there's also a final decision.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarah, for bringing that out. In coaching, it's more of commanding. When I'm coaching you, like she said that you know. It's not that I don't know. So I tell you what to do, and you have to do it. That's coaching. Whereas with mentorship, I'm going to ask you, what do you want to learn? What's your goal? You're going to speak to me. I want to do A, B, C, D. Then I'm going to help you through. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but I'm going to suggest ways on how you can reach your goal. And then when you're going to go out there, you're going to come back, I'm going to ask you, so with the steps and the suggestions that I gave you, where are you now? That's feedback. So it's two-way. We talk to each other to reach a final goal. Like I say, mentorship is like, you can describe it as physics. In physics, there are vectors. Do you know what vectors are? You know what vectors are? Tell me physics.
We never did physics.
You never did physics. You never did maths. Okay. So mentorship, you can explain it using physics. So we want to reach our goal, right? This is our goal. And you are here, right? This is you. Can you all see? For a vector, if I'm by myself, I'm going to go this way. But if I have a mentor, he's going to direct me this way. A mentor who's experienced, a mentor who knows, who's skilled, is going to direct me towards my goal. If I'm going to have someone who's going to be helping me, who's not experienced, who doesn't know where I'm supposed to go, they're going to direct me otherwise, leading me far away from my goal. But a good mentor is going to direct me this way. Because I'm going to think that if I go like this, I'm going to reach my goal. But then a mentor is going to tap me back and say, no, for you to reach your goal, you have to do this. These are suggestions. And as I'm going towards my goal, I'm getting feedback. He or she is holding my hand. He or she is leading me. They're not necessarily saying you have to do A, B, C, D, but they're going to give me suggestions on how I can manage I'm going to be able to reach my goal. That's why I say it's more like physics, the vectors that are going to lead you towards. So that's what a mentor does. You know what you want, but you don't know how to get there. And all you need is that hand, is that advice to say, okay, fine, for me to be that entrepreneur, the billionaire entrepreneur, what do I need to do? I have to take up entrepreneurship lessons. I have to link up, I have to network, I have to take certain steps for me to reach my goal. But if I don't have someone who's going to be leading me, someone who's going to be saying, no, you're taking the wrong path, take this path, I'm not going to reach that goal. Or I'm going to take a very long time to reach it. That's all mentorship summed up in a nutshell. Yes.
I just want to think of the situation of the past 2 days.
Yes.
We had Yanikani and Jonah, and maybe we're not going to see them again. But if we're assigned to a mentor, then we will have to have a relationship maybe for the rest of our lives with them. They want to know where I am, how am I implementing those goals that the life coaches told me to take to pursue my purpose.